Hello, so we are going to discuss about the third question of Abhijnanam Shakuntala. So in this we are going to study that what is the theme of the play. Right? Suppose you get one question in your exam and the question is that tell about the what is the theme of this play Abhijnanam Shakuntalam. So what would you write that we will discuss? So first you can write about the introduction of Kalidasa, like who is Kalidasa and all. And suppose not with this question, with any question, suppose you are getting. So one thing that you can do, write the introduction of that particular book or that particular thing. Suppose if you are reading Abhijnanam Shakuntalam, so a small description about the what is that novel is all about. Then suppose if you are doing that Mahabharata, then a small description about what is Mahabharata and all. Then you can write something about the author. So Abhijnana Sakuntalam is written by Kalidasa, so you can tell about Kalidasa, right? And Mahabharata is written by Vyasa, so you can write that also. So as it is written that Kalidasa, the recognition of Shakuntala, is the story of how the king Dushyanta made secretly marry Shakuntala, the daughter of a sage. See, even in this also they are telling that what is Abhijnanam Shakuntala. When he leaves, he gives her a ring, but she loses it when she shows up in the court and with his son. So son would not come with his, like when she with his like when she was like pregnant. Bhrata, she doesn't recognize her until the god intervene. So yeah, what happened in this? So Kalidasa, in this they are basically saying about the story that the theme could be that how a king married a beautiful girl Shakuntala secretively by a Gandharva Vivah. Later on, the king got some kind of message from his kingdom that it is very important for him to be present in the kingdom. So that's why king goes there. When while going or before going, he gave a ring, like a signet ring, that is our token of remembrance or token of recognition to Shakuntala, that to Shakuntala, so, right? And then he goes to the kingdom. So this could be the theme. Later on, due to the curse of Durvasa said that the one you are thinking a lot, right? So that person will even not recognize you, and you will cry a lot in his while remembering that person, right? So due to the curse of Durvasa, king forgets his memory, and when Durvasa became calm down, like when he calms down, so he says that I cannot take my curse back, but I can tell you one thing, that if the king has given you any kind of ornament or the token of remembrance, so when he'll see it, so he'll remember, like his memory will restore. So that's what he said. Now while going, there was a pool, like I think Sachi pool, something like, okay, Sachi pool. So while washing her hands in that pool, the ring slipped from Shakuntala's finger, and she loses it, but she doesn't pay attention to it. And then when she presents in the court, and she like one Sangvada said that Saramvada, I think that was the name. So said that she is your wife and she is your pregnant, so accept her. Like they said this to the king Dushyanta, but Dushyanta couldn't remember her, and at that time she realized that she has lost that token of remembrance or that ring, right? So that this happened, right, basically. So you can write the whole thing, because as you know that you need to write at least 3 or 4 pages. So this you can say on, and you can make a heading, that token of remembrance. After Devi, suppose you can do that, like short introduction of Kalidasa, then short introduction of what is Abhijnanam Shakuntalam. Then you can write importance of the ring, right? So in the importance of ring, you can elaborate this incident, because it was also a theme, and it is a very important thing, that ring has played a very important role in the separation and in the reunitation of both Dushyanta and Sakuntala. So you can write that. Then one of the paying details. Paying details is also very important, because as you know, when Durvasa comes to Sakuntala's hermitage, right? Or she converts hermitage. So she was so much occupied in the thoughts of Dushyanta, and she wasn't really paying attention to anything. And just because of that, Rishi becomes so furious, and out of anger, he gives her a curse that you all are aware of, that one you are remembering of, that person will forget you, and you will cry a lot while remembering him, and nothing will happen, right? So yeah, then you can elaborate all the details. Then paying details, one point is this, that she was so much preoccupied about the thoughts of Dushyanta. You can add one more thing on in the same para, that when she was going to the king with when she was pregnant and she was going to the king. So in on the way there was this pool, like such a pool. So while washing her hands, the ring slipped away from her finger, and she couldn't pay attention to it. Later on, when she went to the court, she realizes, okay, that I have lost the ring. So that is something she didn't pay attention to it. So just because a small thing, that Shakuntala wasn't paying attention to small things, like a lot of um, conflicts or a lot of problems arise, right? Started like arise just because of the details only that she was not paying. Then the last one is the token of that, the ring, like the significance of ring that we can say. So yeah, this is much. Or you can also make one heading that love, and then you can, because the main theme is love also, then you can start that how Shakuntala loves that Dushyanta so madly, and the same thing, Dushyanta also loves Shakuntala so madly. So you can write that also, and that's pretty much. So yeah, suppose if you are getting theme, so you can make 5 heading, right? First one is that introduction of Kalidasa, and the introduction, in that you can write that, okay, Shakuntala is this and that in the introduction wala portion. After that you can write that theme. So theme would be that first love, right? Then token, importance of token of remembrance, and then paying importance of paying details, sorry, paying attention or small details. So these are the points that you can write. And you can also write one more point, that importance of friends, as Premvada and Anusaya, they were very worried about Shakuntala, and they helped her a lot. So you can write also that importance of friends in the reunitation of love, right? So you can make a one heading. See, whenever you're writing any answer, try to write it in points, and then you can go ahead with conclusion. So like we understood that this was the theme, and it is a very good novel, and like mostly try to make it positive. Suppose even the conclusion is negative, that is still added with positive point, I'll say. So that's it, that's pretty much. And thank you so much if you're watching it.